Welcome to Wellness Wednesday. I'm doing it early. I'll probably come back on later and really kind of break this down a little bit more, what God gave me. Next couple of days, I'll be talking about dealing with fears. And he told me this morning, this is going to be real quick, but I'm going to come back in on part 2 this afternoon. It would tell me is that you don't have no right to be afraid. I mean, you don't have no rights in this territory of fear. You don't have any jurisdiction is a good word to describe it. You don't have any jurisdiction in this area of fear. So my question to you all is, what have you been afraid of? What has created this fear? What is giving us this fear? What is creating these mentalities of being afraid that we can't confront certain things in our life, that we are apprehensive or anxious about stepping out into new territories and claiming and declaring what God has said for us. Listen, if you're going to be kingdom, you got to act kingdom. Did you hear what I said? If you're going to be kingdom, you got to act kingdom. That means that if you're going to be in, you got to be all the way in for God. That means that what does the Bible says in Timothy? God is not giving us the spirit of fear, but power, love, and sound mind. So I'm asking you is, who gives you the right to be afraid? You don't have them rights. You got the audacity to be afraid when you live for the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. You live off of kingdom principles, not earth principles. Now, I know we might be saying, well, I'm human and we make mistakes and that's a human emotion. It is a human emotion, but we are not human. We are spirits. We are spirit in operation through a human body. The Bible says that those that are led by the Spirit are the sons of God. Come on here. When God leads your spirit, then you are no longer a part of the earth. You are part of the kingdom. So who gave you the right to be afraid? You don't have no rights to be afraid. We have no jurisdiction in fear territories. Now, I know that certain things will happen in our lives that may not go the way that we anticipate them. We might have some setbacks and we may go through some little squanders in places, but we don't have no rights to be afraid. It doesn't matter what comes our way. It doesn't matter what happens to our lives. It doesn't matter what we're trying to accomplish in God. We have no rights to fear. You have no jurisdiction in fear territory. You got no business being in fear territory. And once again, I keep hearing, I'm human. But listen, are you going to continue to be human, or are you going to decide to be kingdom? Are you going to make a decision that I want to be kingdom? And at all costs, I'm going to trust in the Lord with all of my heart. Come on now. Lean not to mine own understanding. In all of my ways, acknowledge him, and he shall direct my path. See, the problem that we got here is that we're not giving him all. And therefore, we inherit what's left from our faith. Come on now. Whatever we don't give to God, we inherit through fear. Whatever we don't give to him, that's why he says acknowledge him in all of our ways. Because in him, everything is made possible. In him, he can move mountains. In him, all things are obtained and accomplished through him. We said we are overcomers by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of our testimony. In him. Come on now. See, we want to keep some things in him. And that's the reason why we're afraid of some things. That's the reason why we enter into fear's jurisdiction of rulership over us. And God says, I ain't gave you that. I ain't give you no place of fear. I didn't give you no place of being timid. I didn't give you a place of being a coward. Come on now. But here we are inheriting things that ain't even ours. Here we are trespassing into territories God ain't even called us to. Here we are trying to walk in areas and God says, I'm not even a part of that. So no wonder you're afraid of it. Come on now. No wonder you're timid by it. No wonder you're stepping into it, because you haven't acknowledged me in it. You haven't made me the Lord of it. You haven't checked with me to ensure that. And I'm gonna come back and talk to you about the 12 spies, because it was so fascinating. I was reading that this morning. But listen, you have no rights to fear. Hear what I'm saying. You have no rights to fear. You don't have a right to fear. I'm not saying you don't have a right to fear. I'm saying you have no rights to fear. That means that you don't have any jurisdiction or any claim to fear, because God has not given us that. Anything that God is telling you to do in this hour, anything that God is grabbing a hold to your heart and your spirit to in this hour, is because He is desiring you to show forth His glory. There is a power in your faith that fear will never ever be able to obtain. And you've got to overcome areas in relationships when you're afraid to connect because of bad previous places. I'm afraid to start over in love because of previous places. I'm afraid to step out and meet new people because of previous places, because of what happened to me in my prior times with my family, with friends, and betrayals. God said, we got to let all that go, because you're entering into the wrong jurisdictions. He says, I ain't give you that. I ain't call you to be afraid. I ain't call you to be scared. I ain't call you to be a part of something like that. I want you to trust in me with all of your heart. Don't worry about it. Don't focus on your understanding. Acknowledge me. Come on, make it known to me. Make it known to me. Stay right there, Bill. Okay. Make it known to me, God says. And then He says, I'll make it clear for you whether or not you're supposed to be a part of it. Make it known to me, God says. When we start to make things known to God, our eyes begin to open up, and then we begin to really see what God is for and what He is not for. But as long as we keep doing it ourselves, as long as we think we got it, as long as we think we got it down pat, God says, you're subject to enter into some fearful places in your life. How much stuff have you entertained through fear that God has been trying to tell you to press on from? What are you really afraid of that God is continually trying to give you the solution for, the direction for? What are you continually afraid of that God is saying we're trying to move on from? I just want to drop that real quick nugget in. I'm coming back this afternoon because God dropped this in I know this is a word for somebody this week, and we're going to be talking about it the next couple of days on facing our fears, dealing with our fears. And you don't have no rights to fear. You don't have no jurisdiction to fears. I don't care what it feels like you're losing around you or what seems to be running out, those resources. This ain't about you. This is about what God is trying to do in your life, y'all. You have no rights to fear. We'll talk to you soon. This Wellness Wednesday, where being well is living well. Y'all take care. I'll talk to you this afternoon.